How strong and powerful are your assumptions? Wherever they've come from, you all make assumptions about other people all the time. And this is really important when it comes to contracting, building relationships. So there's a riddle that's based on assumptions. It goes something like this. A father and son are injured in a car accident. The son is taken to hospital where his injuries are sufficient that he needs to be operated on. He's wheeled into the theatre with a rattle of trolleys and the bright lights and the green gowns. And the surgeon immediately says, I can't operate on this patient. He's my son. Now, if you know the answer, it's obvious. But I remember setting this to my boys when they were little. I have 3 sons, and I wondered whether their gender stereotyping, their assumptions about roles were quite as strong as they had been when I was brought up in the 60s, 70s or 80s. I choose accordingly. Well, it turned out that we got to alien invasion before we got to the idea that the surgeon might be the mother. I didn't know where these assumptions had come from. I tried my hardest as a working mother to make it clear that there weren't the same sort of gender stereotyping roles from the 50s and 60s in England that still apply today. But somehow these assumptions were hardwired into them, or had been hardwired into them. And often we make assumptions when it comes to contracting. We might make assumptions, for example, as David Mosey says, that basically the other side is out to get us. There is no middle ground. We can't have win-win contracts. We might, for example, make assumptions that all contracts have to be really boring, really complicated, full of jargon and legalese, and pretty much written by a bloke in an ivory tower with a quill pen on parchment. None of these assumptions are helpful, however. Contracts are just tools to help you do business. Contracts should clarify your intent, your purpose, your meaning, should get rid of assumptions to make sure that your expectations, your aims and objectives match perfectly. Because it's only when you both know what you're heading towards clearly that you can actually do a project properly and create success for both of you. So beware. Assumptions can creep into the way we write contracts, can creep into the way we negotiate contracts, can creep into our understanding and our reading of a contract. You see, if we think the other side are out to get us, that's what we'll look for. If we think the other side are out to get one over on us or to try and chuck us off the job or any excuse, that's what we'll read into it. So be careful what your assumptions are saying about how you read contracts. If you need an objective view, get someone else in who doesn't have your assumptions, who's seen lots of contracts, who doesn't have any personal interest or investment in the project. Get a second pair of eyes because they can be more objective. Their assumptions won't be the same. They may have other assumptions, but together you'll try and create a better, clearer picture. You see, assumptions are going to stop you creating simple contracts which safeguard your business without annoying your clients. Clients will be massively hacked off by assumptions that are made. And if you don't write it clearly enough, might make assumptions which damage your business relationship. So be careful. Assumptions make an ass out of you and me. I'm Sarah Fox from 500 Words Limited. Find out more about how you can make simple digital trust-based contracts on my website.